Hi, this is Marloomz Creations, and today I will be showing you how to create Animal from the Muppets on your rainbow loom. For today, you will need your rainbow loom set up in the staggered position with the arrows facing you. You will need your hook, and you will need a few colors. You will need orange for Animal's hair, brown for his pants, a caramel or tan or even a white color for his belt. I have seen that there was pictures with him with a white belt. A metallic or a silver for his chain, and black for his eyebrows. You will need 2 white pony beads. If you do not have pony beads, you can wrap 2 white bands around your hook and thread them onto an orange band. You will also need an orange pony bead for his nose. And again, if you do not have a pony bead, you can wrap an orange band around 4 times on your hook as well. And you will need 2 white bands that we will wrap around 4 times to become his teeth. The first creation of Animal that I created, I used beads, but I wanted to show you what yours would look like if you did use a band, and it still looks really nice. I have a friend on my Facebook, her name is Angela Cena, and on her Elmo she used a perler bead, and I thought that was a really cool idea. So if you guys own perler beads at home, you can also use that for the side of his teeth, and what you would do is just grab the band and thread it through. You pinch it, and if you push it hard enough, it will slide right on. And then you would do that 2 times, 1 on each side. And then the other thing you would need is yellow. I don't know if I mentioned that. So you'll need yellow, orange, brown, a caramel or white for his belt, metallic for his chain, and either 2 white bands for his teeth or 2 perler beads or 2, I don't know if you should use a pony bead, it might be too big unless your pony bead is a different size, a little bit smaller than these, then that would look nice. And an orange for his nose and some black for his eyebrows. Let me show you the first step. First, we are going to begin by making Animal's arms and legs. I already placed one of Animal's arms on here and one of his legs. I will do the other to show you. So you will grab 2 yellows and go down 3 times. And then switch to orange. And go down 5 times. And then you would grab another orange band and just wrap that around 4 times. And that is one of Animal's arms. And then the middle is his legs. It's 1, 2, 3 browns going down, and then 2 sets of orange with a capping band. So we can do it over here. 3 browns. And these are doubled. And then 2 oranges. And then also wrap a band around that 4 times. And then you would loop all of these and place it to the side. So this is one of his arms. The middle is one of his legs, and the other leg. So begin to loop and then place them to the side. Once you have looped animals' arms and legs, you can place those to the side. And now I will begin by showing you how to create animals' wild, crazy hair. So you're going to grab 2 orange bands, actually 3, and you're going to need quite a few orange bands, and you're going to place it from here to here. And you're going to do that about 13 times. So I'm only doing 2, but I'm going to show you what to do with these 2, and then you will have to repeat that around 13 times, depending on how hairy you want your animal. Once you placed 3 bands on here, you take another single band, take your hook, grab the single band, bring it up, and then just make a slip knot. You make that slip knot and pull tight, and that's 1 set. And then you would do that again with these. You grab your hook, grab that single band, place both loops onto your hook, grab this one, bring it over, and just make a slip knot and pull. And now these will become his hair. The part that is the 3 bands will become his hair, and that single loop will be looping around a peg. So you want to do that about 13 times, and then when we return, we'll go to the next step. Also, I forgot to mention that out of those 13 sets of animals' hair, you want to make 2 sets of pinks. So the same steps, but rather than using 3 oranges, you will use 3 pinks, and then you're still going to use an orange band, and you're going to thread that orange band through here and then just make the slip knot. So this color will be orange, but the actual hair will be pink. And because on Animal he has some pink hairs on the side of him, if you do not want pink, if you're a boy and you just want it to be all orange, then just skip that step. But I just thought I'd let you know that that is what his character has, and that's how I did it. Once you have completed about 13 to 15 pieces of hair for Animal, it should look like this, a big mess of hair. Now you can place those to the side along with your arms and legs, and now we can begin to create Animal's actual body. First, you will grab 2 orange bands and place it over this hook. Then you will take 2 black bands and place it from there to there. Now switch to your orange colors. And then we're turning in on the third one. And these are all orange. Orange for his neck. Go down 3 times in the middle with orange still. and then 2 browns. Over here we will be using yellow. Then switch to orange again. One time on both sides. And then the rest of the way will be brown. And now we can grab our hook and place his arms. So the one with the yellow on it is the one that is his arm, and you will place it on this peg. And then on this one. You grab his feet. And place it on the very last peg. And you will grab his, actually we're going to put on his eyes last. We're going to start now the fun part of putting his hair on. So, grab all the pieces of hair that you created, and this is what we're going to do. You're going to grab that one loop that you slip knotted, not the 3 bands. Make sure it's the single one that you use as a slip knot. And you're going to place it on a peg and wrap it around only 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And that's one on there. You're going to do that for all the outside bands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of these outside bands of his face. Nothing in the middle. It's this one, the bottom, and then the outside. So I'll show you again. You take your band, not the 3, but the single one, and you wrap it around a peg once, twice, 3 times. Now, where the pink is on the animal, it's placed on these pegs, on the second one down. So you would use this one and this one to place your pink bands. I like to place about 2 of these per peg. So I make quite a few pieces of hair. If you would like to create more and make him even bushier around his face, you can. I usually just put about 2 per peg, depending on what I'm in the mood for that day. Also on the neck area, you will do that as well. You can put 1 here and 1 over here. And remember, only wrapping it around 3 times. 4 times will be too hard to loop later. 2 times will be too loose. 3 became perfect. And so just continue to go all the way around, and then I will do that, and then when we return I will show you the next step. So once you have finished placing the hair, he should look like this, but I just realized I forgot to have you guys add the teeth. So please don't be mad, but you need to remove all the hair on these 3 pegs. Sorry about that. And remove them. And then grab the neck band and place it on this peg for now. And then just lift up all these bands. And just remove these 3 for now. And just take the single and place it from here to here. And then take the beaded band and place it from there to there. If you're using a white band, you're going to use a white band and wrap it around 4 times and thread it onto your orange band and then place it there still. Then a single band here and your beaded perler bead like that. And then this band goes back over. And then you can grab the neck, place it back, and then I'm so sorry, and then you can return the hair on animal. So you're just wrapping it around 3 times. And then do that on these 3. Okay, now after we have corrected this area and added the teeth and replaced the hair on these 3 pegs, you can grab your animal's eyes and place it on these pegs, and that's the 2nd peg down from the top. And then we can place the triangle bands. So the first one is a brown, and you're going to place it from here to here, and that is the 1, 2, 3, 4th peg up as a triangle, and then twist it over. And then grab another brown on those 3, twist it over, then an orange, and then the last one is yellow. And how I know what color triangle band to place, I go according to the side. I match it. So since there's orange here, I used orange, and yellow, yellow, and so forth, and brown here. Otherwise, it might show later on. And we're not placing a triangle band here, and now we can begin to loop, but first we will be placing his nose. So you place the orange band through that bead, or if you wrapped an orange band 4 times around your hook and then threaded it onto another band, and you're placing it on the 3rd peg down on each side. So you've placed his eye band, nose, and then his teeth. So now we can loop. Pull his leg and just reach those bottom 2 brown bands. And this part is pretty simple. You just loop forward. Make sure you pull back that triangle band and grab the bottom 2 brown. Push back the brown triangle band and just grab the 2 orange. Grab the 2 yellow. Now I like to loop the middle first. I stopped at this peg. Then I can reach back into the arm and grab that orange band, bring it to the middle, back to where his feet are, grab the bottom 2 brown, bring it up and forward. Make sure you're avoiding that triangle band and just grabbing the 2 brown. Again, pushing the triangle band out of the way, grabbing the 2 orange, Grabbing the two yellow. Push back all these bands, grab the orange into the middle. Now reach in and grab his neckband, push all the way back, and then just grab the bottom two and bring it, and it's a little tight, so I'm going to release it, just help it out a little. I don't want it to break, so I'm just going to keep wiggling it around there. Now this is the part that's hard because there's so much stuff going on. So we're aiming for these two bands while avoiding all of these. Put your hook inside and just be careful. If you want, take your hand and just try to pull these, try to push the hairs down so they're out of your way. So take your hook, push it in here, and grab those two bands, and if you pull it with your finger you can see which ones you need to grab. And so, and I just pop the band and I'm not even bothering to replace that. This is why this animal is pretty difficult, because they do pop from this technique with the hair, so just be really careful. The next two for me are on the right. You have to reach in, and this is not easy. You probably can't see mine, but you have to try to figure out which one are the next two for you. So I found the next two, I think. Let's see. Yeah, this part is a pain in the butt. So these are the next two for me. And I'm just going to reach in and grab them from the side and pull up and pray that they don't break. You know, it depends on the brands of the bands also. These are really dry and waxy, so I noticed that they're tearing easier, but when I used the Rainbow Loom orange, it didn't have that waxy feeling, and I was actually able to just grab this easily. So now just be careful, grab the next two and place it on here. And then maybe place your hook and kind of release all those bands. Get rid of the broken ones. Now you're going to reach into, you know, we can loop forward all the way. Just loop forward, push back that bead, grab those two bands. Now you're going to reach into here and grab just the bottom two orange bands and slowly wiggle it to the band, to the peg above. Reach in, grab the bottom two bands, which are right here. Maybe you want to take your loom and aim it sideways so you can see what you're doing. And these are my two, and they feel like they're going to break, as always. So I take my hook and I open these up a little and then place that above. Push back the eye band and just grab the bottom two black and pull it forward. Grab the bottom two black and pull that forward. Now reach into here and grab the bottom orange too. and you can pull on these to release the tightness a little. Grab the bottom 2 orange bands in this one, and I will just pull on these a little, and then that slid forward. Now these are going to be the black bands. Don't pop. And then the last 2. And then we're going to reach into this one and try to find those 2 orange bands. And I got them. And you're going to bring them up to the side and just make a slip knot, and that'll just become part of his hair also. There you go. And that nightmare of the looping the face is over. Now, when you take him off of the loom, do it very slowly, especially the face area. I suggest you definitely use your hook, the back of it, and go gently while you're popping him off, and the neck area too. Especially, I already have a popped band. I was not even going to replace that. And I will return when he's off of my loom. Okay, so I have removed him from my loom, and this is what he looks like. And he is not done. We are going to now make his chain. First, you can just take a metallic or silver and just wrap it around his hand 2 times. And on his leg as well. Then to make the chain, it's just the basic pattern going down. You're going to just go down all the, I just flung that. You're going to go down all the way with either metallic silver, or I don't know the name of this band. I found it at EC Moore. And you're just going to go down all the way. And then on the last peg you would wrap it around just 3 times. Because these break easily. I don't even use them for anything except for really just his chain so far. And then you can do the same for his belt. You can use tan or white, and just go down from the first peg all the way down. And then you would just tie that around 4 times and loop it. So for this one, for the metallic, you're only wrapping around 3 because they tear easily. So I'm going to finish this, wrap it around 4 times, and then loop these. Once you have placed the metallic or chain colored band and then the tan, or you can use white, you looped it, now you're going to remove it from your loom. And then you're just going to, you don't need an S-clip, where those holes are. You can just grab the ends of that, pull it through, and that's how you get his belt on. And then these just broke for no reason. Do you see? Look. I don't even know what to say about that. So now I have to re-loop those. I might even have to do that by hand. Let's try that again. That was very weird. Once you have looped the chain, you can place it around his neck the same way we did with the belt. And then just place it to the side. I had to place an S-clip on mine. I don't know why. They just keep breaking. That's why I don't even use these. It's just it looks really good because it looks like a chain. Now you need to grab a pair of scissors and start cutting all. If you want to leave the hair like that, you can. I like to cut them. Start cutting. Hold it over here and just start cutting all of the loops. Make sure you're not cutting an important band so that they come off. You just take your scissor, pull up, and start finding all the loops and cutting them. And I think that's it. I think we have cut every loop. And then all that is needed is to marker in some eyes. So just be careful that you don't write on the hair. And then just make a circle, however big you want it. And don't touch that dot, let it dry. I learned the hard way. I messed it up the first time. And if you do mess it up, you can always turn the pony bead around and use the other side. No one's going to look at the back. And there is your animal from the Muppets. I hope that you didn't have too much trouble with his face. His face was a little challenging and I do apologize, but it is so worth it because he is so cute. And I hope you had a good time making it. And if you like my tutorials, please subscribe.